Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm playing on the Kabbalah block server here, and these guys have been working very nicely for me, turning iron into emeralds, which has been fantastic. But they're noisy. You can hear them. They're doing work on their smithing stations here, and the constant it's annoying. So right behind me, I went ahead and made the muffling block, and that didn't work. And so I made the advanced muffling block, and it's still not working. And here's what I don't get. So friendly creatures, I've got the villager ambient, their trade, which I don't care. That's fine because I'm actually doing stuff. But the working toolsmith, that's that ding 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 sound plus their with the ambient. I would like these blocked. And I've gone in here and I've changed the volume all the way to if I'm allowing it to be 100% or 0. That's what I'm kind of understanding. That's for everything. I would like to be able to change these individually. I can whitelist and blacklist these, but it doesn't seem to do anything. I can't get them to disappear. Here I've got other sounds that are ambient sort of sounds of opening things, breaking stuff, placing stuff, teleporting up and down as I go on the elevator. Those can stay, but this one right here, these guys I want to shut up, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So instead, what I may do, nope, I lost my mod. I had added the player side mod to muffle these things, but with an update in the pack that disappears. Oh well, I will fix that. Anyway, I did do some switching around of some stuff. All the ender chest guy moved over to here. You can see I set a bunch of the Kabbalah block ones here. So I've got all of the digits there, and then back here I've got A through Z. Not that I have many of them, but I've got space for them now. And I'm thinking with these, I may put really huge, emerald level updates on them so that they really store a lot of stuff. And then I can run my quarry. If I look at my map, I can go way south and I could just chew up this area. Oh, I should get rid of that that claim. I could sit there and chew up huge amounts of the blocks because that would give me lots and lots of numbers. I have no idea if fortune makes a difference on the number drops. And then I can use stuff to make the letters and make stuff, which I think would be great. I also took these chests and moved them over to here because I want to do something. I want to not create, I want to play with the colossal chests and use that as a multi-block storage for my items because I'm tired of having all these chests and I would like to replace them. Oh, so for that, I'm going to need a lot of diamonds, which thankfully I have a lot of diamonds. Let me grab a lot of diamonds. Yeah, that's a lot of diamonds because what I'm going to do is over here, let's move you out of the way and you out of the way. And let's swap these around because if I take, okay, well, let's go back to Colossal for a second. There are different tiers that you can make. There's the wooden chests, copper, and I was thinking initially of doing copper because I've got lots of copper and I'm not doing anything with copper. There's also iron. Well, I've got lots of iron now. There's silver. I'm doing 0 with silver. Gold, I still use a lot, and so I don't want to do, but diamond or obsidian. Well, obsidian is like the same size as diamond, but it's explosion resistant, which I don't want to have anything happening in it here anyway. But I was thinking I've got the diamonds. Let's make a colossal diamond chest. So I'm going to make a wall, and that's just, as you can see, a log of any type surrounded by diamonds. Well, that will give me 64 of those. And if I put you in place, and one more there, I get the other 34 that I needed. Come back to me. All right, I will get rid of all these diamonds because I don't think I need those anymore. But that was a lot of diamonds. Oh, darn it. I got rid of my 1 and 4 of you. All right. So if I take 2 of these guys and hit 1 with iron, that makes the chest core, and you need a chest core. And then if you go blip like this, that'll make an interface. And I'm not 100% sure how that works because I've never played with this mod at all. And we're going to have fun with it because I'm going to put it here, and I'm thinking a 5x5. And if I center, I'm going to put my interface right here. So break that block. So I'm going to go doot doot and then put my interface there. And then doot doot. And then I'm going to make a 5x5 chest. Just because I figure it will fit nicely in here and not be too pretentious. Okay, it's going to be very pretentious making it out of diamonds, but I'm going to have fun. Let's go ahead and put that there. Oh, I'm going to have to get rid of some of these decorations I have placed here. And let's see. That, and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. There we go. And these are slabs up at the top, so that should work out nicely. So what I want to make is a empty shell, so filling up all of the external parts, but leaving the internal piece absolutely alone. And if I have mapped this correctly, which is a big if, I should have exactly what I need to finish this without any leftovers. And that's always a possibility. Oh, no, no, looks like da. That's the second biggest chest I've ever seen. So this, the lid opens up, which I love. If I were upstairs and this were being opened up, I should be able to see it flying through the floor, which would be fun. But this allows me to access lots of content in there. Not that I have a clue as to what all's there. Let's just grab all this stuff. Because I want to take my random stuff and just dump it into this monster chest. Because, you know, why not? Can I sort in there? Darn it, I can't sort with the middle mouse button click. But that's okay. I don't have to sort. It's nice, but I don't have to. All right, let's dump all that stuff in there. And there's a lot of content in there. I went with diamond because even though it's the same 5x5 shape and holds the same as a regular wooden one because it's a 5x5 shape, because it's made out of diamond, the interior space is bigger, if that makes sense. And there's a formula for that, but I was told there'd be no math, so I'm going to ignore the math. Anyway, so that is what I'm looking at. So all these various bits and chests and things that I don't need anymore, they are all gonna go into here. Let's grab all these bits. Yay! Get in there. Get all in there. Okay, that's a big chest, and it's been nice to dump all my stuff into it, and that means, you know, getting rid of all the chests that are here and this chest over to the side, which has been great, and it's all there, and it makes that big thump when it opens up. Now, I want to be able to easily access and sort stuff because I can't sort in here, which makes me feel sad. However, what actually kind of looks like it's automatically sorting by number. Well, no. It is going down, but anyway, I want to sort it in ways that I like, which is alphabetical. And I was looking at Tom's simple storage mod and set up a crafting terminal here, which is hooks to a storage terminal where you can access all the stuff. And that's great, but I'm going to go a different way. I'm going to go with refined storage. Now, for something like that, one of the first things you need to do is make a whole bunch of this quartz enriched iron. So we'll make a bunch of that. And I'm going to surround this with a just regular stone, and that'll make 2 machine casings. Let's grab the rest of all this stuff. The other thing I need to do is get some processor bindings. Let's get 2 of those, and 4 of these. I just clicked it. There we go. Because I want to make different types of bindings. Let's take all of these and put them there. Let's make 32 of the iron raw, the raw basic, 16 of the improved, which is the gold one, and 16 of the diamond ones. And so I'm just going to dump them into the smeltery because it says to use these, they need to be cooked, and the bulk blasting will do that too. So let's do that. And oh, hey, look, I've got some silicon in here, which is just nether quartz, and I'm going to steal those. And the first thing I need to do is make this controller. And for that, I need the diamond level to come back. Oh, look, right there. All right, let's craft the controller. And you need one of those. Da-da-da. I'm going to put that here because I want to be able to access it right here to the side, which makes sense for me. It's not symmetrical, but I don't care. This needs some power, so let's break a few blocks. And I'm going to grab one of these ender gates, and let's doink that right on there. And now we have power. Let's grab that birch back, fill that up. All right, so now that that's got power, next thing I want to do is I want to make a crafting grid, and for that I can do this, except for I'm missing these, the destruction core. Let's grab all the rest of these bits. All right, so I need to make a destruction core, and I've got enough to make 4 of these, so let's go ahead and make 4, and let's put enough in here to make 4, and then I'm going to put the glowstone in, and that's the constructor core, and I'll like 4 of those. Now I should be able to make the regular grid. Yep. And then I can now make the crafting grid on top of that, which is even better. Ta-da! And now I can actually craft stuff in here. However, I can't shift click anything in because there is no contents whatsoever. Now, I've got 2 types of storage here. I've got my storage drawers and I've got my monster chest. And I want to be able to access both of them from here, which is why I went ahead and built the slave over here. And you can't right-click things into it, but you can hopper stuff in. So if I grab a stack of these and a site, you can see it's just slowly dropping in, and it is going into the system. You know, this one, you have items and you right click and it'll feed them in, but that's okay. This will allow me to access it over here. So you can stay there. I access it over here, and I'll just let that run. Next thing I need to do is I need to make some external storage, but first I need to make let's make some cables. And I need 2 of these external storage bitsies, 1 and a 2. Now, I need to be able to get over here. And the problem is I really don't have a good spot to do it. So do I have a block of me? I do. All right, I'll put that there, hop over here. I want to put one of these external storages here. And I want to set the priority here super high. Click nines, zeros. There we go. So if it can go into my drawers here, that's the best thing to do. The next thing I want to do is grab my axe. And I'm going to break that here. And where is my cables? There's my cables. Well, first let's come over to here. This is the interface that I set at the bottom because I figured I'd access it from below. Hello, you know, I could come up from the side here or possibly there, but I'm not going to do it because I've already made it and I don't want to mess things up. I think, let's see, because I have, yeah, because I've got the chest here, and I see it from, it's like not 100%, just like chests don't fit 100% in there. Huh, okay. I will come over. Yeah, let's do this. Where's my cables? And we'll just kind of, nope, come over like this. And this guy, I can leave it to priority 0. So things will go into the drawers first and then into my colossal chest. And there's all my stuff. Now, I like setting it up to be normal, everything. I like ascending, and I like to sort by name. So, oh, hey, numbers first, and then activator rail, aluminum, amethyst thards. Do I have any Z's? I do have a Z, and zincs and zombie heads. Yes, so this is exactly what I want. Let's dump all this stuff into the system. That's very nice. Now, if I grab a stack of this andesite and we dump it into the system, yep, it went right where I wanted it to go. I'm going to break you because I don't need you guys anymore. And I'll dump my task screen in there too. Oh, very nice, very nice. Uh, this, it, it does look like it's stacking stuff by order, and then some things kind of don't fit, like these ender pearls. And maybe that's the total count. Let's see, 16 plus 7, that's 23. Yeah, that's 23. So that would fit right there. Okay, so I stand corrected. This kind of works. The 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's counting these, even though they stack in separate spots. It's counting them as 7 items, which is why it fits in here. Oh, okay. Now I understand how this is sorting everything out. It's sorting it out by count. Oh, these are all pretty much the same. That's why they're 3s. Oh, okay. Nice. All right, I have learned something, which is okay. These didn't. Maybe if I click and reopen again, or just because they got added in by the refined storage. Yeah, looks like stuff being added by refined storage is different. I don't care because I'm going to be accessing everything from here from now on out, which makes me super happy. Now, one of the things I would like to do, if we take a look at refined, there's a bunch of different options in here. I want to make some crafters. Security manager, these are the controllers. Why am I not seeing the crafter? Oh, right there. So making some of these, because then I can import recipes. I'll need the pattern grid and possibly, I think just the pattern grid is all. Um, both of these, the crafting manager and monitor, would also be handy, but I don't have much space here unless I run some cables underneath and pop it up there. I might, just for symmetry's sake. I'm not a big fan of cables, but if I can not see them, and I'm really not seeing the cables, I can get barely a little bit right there. But if I cannot see the cables, I'm happy with them. All right, I'm going to craft those because we've done the crafting already, and just set it up so I can do a whole lot of patterns. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do next. Since I've got storage, I want to have all the things, which is a very classic Minecraft desire. And so I brought my mining setup here to the main world because I want some of this dyslexia to be broken down into numbers, and then I can store them. So I think it's a 7x7 all the way to the bedrock. I'm assuming there's bedrock. It may mine all the way to the void, in which case we will jump down into the void. Anyway, let's get home real quick. I block home because it's to the south, and I didn't want to. There we go. It's beyond the mob farm where I'd chewed it up already. This has been working really well. I did put a little spur here for the villagers so that golems would spawn. Uh, and I will forever say golems instead of golems because I grew up with Lord of the Rings more than any stories about golems, and so that's me. And then if we look up, and I have to get to this level to look up because of course I have to, and the sun is in the way, but you can see up there the minecart moving around, and then a little poof as the mobs get mobs, as the golem gets destroyed. And so the nice thing is from down here I can look up there, even though I can't see anything else. Those things still show. I'm waiting for it. There it is. Poof, the guy got toasted, and that's been working out very nicely. If we go inside here, I did rearrange this a little bit just to make it a little bit nicer, more symmetrical. So that here's the pattern tool where you can make patterns for various things. This lists what's currently crafting, which is nothing. This is the crafter manager, and I've made these patterns. So that's 26, 28 patterns. I made one for each of the letters, and I renamed the crafter. If we go down underneath here, here's where I've got 4 here. This external storage, I got another 4. And instead of using actual cables, I'm using these crafters to connect because I don't like cables. And I did need something here for that one. But this gives me lots more room to put crafters underneath here, which is fine. Anyway, I think this first one, I took 3 of these and renamed them in the anvil to alphabet. And that's why that's why it knows the names for these. And I like doing that when I have my crafters doing specific tasks. Sometimes if you point them into a storage, like a diamond drawer, or or a diamond chest, or storage drawers or something like that, it'll name the item or the device that you're pushing into. But if you just rename them with the anvil, you're good. Anyway, if I come over here, actually I don't have to look up there because those are hard to see, but I can come into here and see I've got almost 9K of 9s and just barely 300, almost 400 ones, which is okay because we did some weighting of these. And if we look at the use for this, I can make a queue, which is hardly used. In fact, if we look at that, it just makes these essence of reality, and that's it. I wonder what these things. Okay. Oh, nether quartz ore. Okay, okay, I could do that. But if I wanted to make 9 of these, I could do that. But G is something else. And if we hit U for this, there's several recipes. In fact, far more than I thought there would be. But plenty of recipes that nothing really that I'm going to be generating bazillions of things for. So I'm okay with the one being fairly low, and that's what the math turned out to be. Anyway, oh, over here, I've got 3,800 blocks of iron from the mob farm. Well, the golem farm up above, and I already got my 1,000,000 nuggets. So that's done. I'm going to break this so I can use that for later. And there have been a few changes recently in the quest. So if we take a quick look, again, part of the feedback, jetpacks instead of the bell, because the bell is supposed to be findable in 3 parts in the various dimensions, but they've not all been implemented, so you can't find the bell. So that's a problem. And if we look at the recipe for this, can I recipe? Nope. That looks like an interesting recipe. Plus, he added in the junk gun and the mounted minigun from Create as well. And I was looking at that, go, okay. I do want to look at this jetpack. I think that's kind of an interesting option. Let's see, jetpack. So looking at this, needs to be crafted here. I've got the brass, I've got the shaft. I could make a copper backpack. That's not hard. I can make chutes. I haven't done anything with making these precision mechanisms, but that I should do. And then I don't have an elytra, which is out in the Ender Cave dimension, or I could craft one. And I think I'll go this route, crafting it first. I have, I think, 4 membranes at this point. Let's take a look. Membrane first. Oh, I've got 6. Unfortunately, I slept recently, so it's going to take a while before I can get these. I can. Let's see if hit R on this. Can I? Oh, I can't make them. I thought I could. So I will have to stay outside and kill me a bunch of these. So that's done. I think logs and the string and the carrots are all things I could set up a farm for, and I was thinking doing that with the create stuff, and I've not really done much with that, so I'm looking at doing that. I'm not quite sure when. Maybe next episode. Maybe, I don't know. Instead, right now, I'm super happy that I've got really good storage here. I do love that chest. It is just massive. And because it's so massive, I don't feel the need to make any of the discs for refined storage and go through the whole rigmarole of setting those up. Don't need to. I spend enough diamonds on the chest. That's an excellently huge storage. So I'm good. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here, doing all sorts of things with storage here on the Kabbalah block server and having a blast. And thanks for watching.